And I want to lastly comment on the published DOJ legal opinion. I think everyone is tuning into this is probably aware of that opinion. The opinion essentially says that allowing HHR and grants pass would be authorizing an unconstitutional gaming activity. And while I have great respect for the DOJ, their opinion is clearly at odds with the opinion of Legislative Counsel when the enabling statute was enacted. And it seems difficult to reconcile that when you consider that that activity at Portland Meadows occurred for 4 consecutive years, while reports were issued at each commission meeting over that period of time. And additionally, I think it's noteworthy that Kentucky and Virginia, New Hampshire, Arkansas, and Wyoming have all determined that HHR is a legal, skill-based parimutuel activity. I don't think there's any mistaking that the legislature knowingly and intentionally cost a life preserver to our industry when they passed HHR legislation. And this opinion will clearly thwart that intention and deliver a serious blow to the hopes of many thousands of employees and individuals, both directly and indirectly, who make a living in the racing industry in Oregon. Also impacts Josephine County in a significant way. While at present, I believe that the commission is constrained by the DOJ opinion and the letter from Governor Brown, perhaps ultimately a court will resolve this issue, as these types of disputes are often finally arbitrated by a court. And that concludes my report, Chair Conde.
Thank you, Mr. McGrail. Any questions from the commissioners for Mr. McGrail? None. So we move on. The fourth item in the agenda is a potential executive session to discuss written legal advice and or pending litigation relating to TMB Racing LLC's application for the authorization of these machines. We have been in constant communication with the Department of Justice, and the opinion is written, it's published, it is what it is, it's final. There's nothing we can show or prove at this stage that would change that. Our marching orders are clear, so there's no need for an executive session. We'll proceed with new business and item number 6 in the agenda, which is a review and possible approval of the 2022 Tillamook County Fair Form A. Mr. McGrail, we have received that form, we have it. Is everything in order in that form?
Chair Conde, everything appears to be in order in Form A.
Okay, is there a motion to approve Form A for the 2022 Tillamook County Fair?
I'll move.
Steve, you're muted.
I move that we approve it. It's Charlie.
Thank you.
Seconded.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
So approved. New business, item 6, the review, consideration, and possible adoption of a resolution related to the Flying Lark. I'm going to, if it's okay with Commissioner Williamson, to allow or give the floor to Commissioner Williamson to perhaps read and or comment on that resolution. I have to be clear. I don't want to get anyone's expectations up. I want to be very clear for the record. This resolution is not the commission's vote on the authorization of HHR activity in the Flying Lark. It is a statement that reflects our independent and sound discretion in this matter, but it is not the final vote. That will be item number 7. Commissioner Williamson.
I don't know. I don't know if it's necessary for me to read this. If anybody wants to, I'm glad to if folks want me to, but I just maybe explain it. That I think this expresses the view of our commission that the Flying Lark is a completely legal, constitutional entity in the Grants Pass. It's not a casino. Casinos have roulette wheels, they have craps tables, they have blackjack, they have lottery drawings, and Flying Lark has none of these. All it is a couple of hundred historic racing machines, historic horse racing machines, which have been licensed in Portland, and they should be licensed in Grants Pass. I think it should be these machines do allow a level of skill in betting. They're not like slot machines. They're clearly different, and the legal opinion we got totally misrepresented what at least some of these machines would be like. So they are pari-mutuel, clearly pari-mutuel in other states. They do not need to be administered by the lottery. And I think as Director McGrail pointed out, the legislature found it to be these machines to be constitutional, to be legal, allowing 4 years of use at Portland Meadows, with the Department of Justice clearly being advised during those 4 years what was going on, and then suddenly they found it illegal. So the resolution would say that we would license the Flying Lark by allowing its application if we were not prohibited from doing so by the Attorney General's opinion, and I suppose by the governor's letter as well. So I would ask the commission to vote on this. If anybody has any amendments to make or discussion, I'm glad to talk about it.
Okay. Any of the commissioners have any input, or if not, I believe I heard Commissioner Williamson proposing a motion to adopt this resolution as a statement by the ORC. Is there a second for that?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimously resolved and stated by the Oregon Racing Commission. The next item in the agenda is item number 7, review, consideration, and possible vote on the Flying Lark's application to conduct historical horse racing activities. Before we actually vote, any commissioner has any additional comment on the issue? Okay, not hearing additional comment, I would say that I don't really understand what's happening. I don't really understand the Department of Justice opinion. I cannot provide the commission any legal advice, even though I'm an attorney. I'm not one here in this capacity. That's the job of the DOJ. And but I cannot remove my brain, and I cannot reconcile what's happening here with Oregon law. It is my understanding that ORS 462155 authorizes these games, these machines. It didn't put a limit in the number. It didn't put a limit in the style, type of machine, other than it be pari-mutuel and involve historic horse racing. It is further my understanding that a statute is presumed valid until a court of law and the judiciary determines otherwise. I don't think it's for the executive branch to deem a statute or this kind of gaming that is under the statute as unconstitutional. I believe that we might be infringing here into the separation of powers clause, but we have our marching orders, and we shall do what we're told. Therefore, we need to be very precise in this language, because as Mr. McGrail indicated, there is a high likelihood that this matter does not conclude here. So, commissioners, do I have a motion moving the commission to issue a notice of proposed intent to deny TMB Racing's LLC October 4th, 2021 previously held race wagering application and opportunity for hearing based upon its not being permitted by Oregon law as interpreted by the DOJ, and that the commission directs staff to work with the Attorney General's office to issue a formal notice of intent.
So move.
Seconded.
All in favor? Let's do a roll call. Commissioner Williamson,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Hagan,
Aye.
Commissioner Palmer,
Aye.
and the chair votes aye as well. So it passes. As the motion states, we will direct staff to work with the AG's office to issue a formal notice of intent to deny to TMB Racing LLC. The next item in the agenda, folks, is public comment. I will ask public comment to be limited to 2 minutes for each person. And we should conclude public comment no later than 2:30 p.m. Since this issue directly involves and affects TMB Racing LLC, I will concede the floor at this time to a TMB Racing representative.
Thank you, Chair Condi. My name is Travis Boersma. I want to thank the ORC for its work on our application through this process. I can only imagine what you've been put through and the challenges that you've had to deal with. I know the DOJ opinion had a significant impact on your vote. My team and I believe the opinion is wrong and deeply flawed. If taken at face value, it would mean state leaders, state organizations, including the DOJ and others, stood by and in many cases supported unconstitutional gambling for years at Portland Meadows. Regardless, we have a path to continue this process. I am very confident in going forward. While this vote means more than 200 people will lose their jobs at the end of the month, which is heart-wrenching for me, I can't stand by and let an industry close to my heart die. I'm so confident we will find a path to support horse racing. I will fund the spring, summer, and fall race meets out of pocket. This will keep an industry and thousands of additional jobs from being eliminated and allow my team and I, the state and Oregon's tribes, if they're willing, to come to an agreement that will create jobs, improve the lives of Southern Oregonians, and ensure horse racing remains a vital part of our community. I am beside myself. I am mind blown, and I hope that we can come together as leaders to do the right thing as we go forward. Thank you.
I see Ms. Anna Richter Taylor.
Hi, Chairman. Thank you for the opportunity. I am obviously an Oregon resident, as well as I work with the Cow Creek tribe and have for many, many years. And I think it's just important that it's reiterated again that this was never an issue about supporting or not supporting live horse racing. And there's still, I believe, opportunity to have participation and support and partnership on that. This was, obviously, we agree with the opinion from the Department of Justice, and that many tribes have been on the record to that effect since 2015. But I also think that there's a couple of opportunities here where I think tribal consultation, not only with this agency, but other state agencies, if it's done properly and early, we actually can get to mutually agreeable resolutions that benefit both governments. And the other part is economic development is absolutely important to the Cow Creek tribe and all of the Oregon 9 federally recognized tribes. They serve and live in the most rural parts of our state. They provide over 11,000 jobs statewide. So I think this narrative too, that this is about a rejection of economic development in Southern Oregon or rural Oregon is false. So I hope that we can all use this as an opportunity to come together and support our rural regions as well as live horse racing without the gambling aspect with these HHR slot machines. Thanks.
Thank you for your input. Let's see, I don't see any more raised hands, but if anyone wants to provide public comment, there's still time.
Travis has his hand up.
I see Mr. Boersma.
Well, I just want to reiterate my appreciation for all the support that we've had and continue to have. The fact of the matter is, and this is very real, 200 jobs were lost as a result of this decision. Please extend the same support to our laid off employees. It's horrific to have to go through something like that. And I care about each and every one of them deeply. They're exceptional people and they need the community to embrace them. And, you know, this has been a long road and people have been apprised of this journey every step of the way. All parties, all tribes, state government, legislators, and everybody involved. There could have been a yellow flag raised. There could have been discussions. There never was. We passed a House bill and that House bill was piggybacked by tribes and, you know, signed by the governor. So I just want to reiterate my thanks and appreciation for all the support that we've had. I'm very confident in the path that we're going to go forward on to do what's right. And I'm not giving up. I'm going to continue to be a force for God and a force for good in this endeavor. So thank you.
Thank you. Any other public comments? Not seeing or hearing any other public comment. I'll just make a brief comment and send well wishes and a message to those 230 plus families that are out of a job today. Please know that the Oregon Racing Commission did not take this decision lightly. From all sides, I think all of the industry knows that the Oregon Racing Commission, through the executive director, Mr. McGrail, commissioners, myself, we were in constant communication with everyone with the Department of Justice, which, although I vehemently disagree with the opinion, I respect, and I've had great conversations and think I made some new friends over there. We tried, and my heart goes out to you. I know that's not enough. That doesn't put food on the table, but please know that it was not an easy decision for any of the commissioners involved.